football is presented all season long by RWJ Barnabas Health, the official healthcare provider of Rutgers Athletics and New Jersey's most comprehensive academic health system. To learn more, visit rwjbh.org. Let's be healthy together. Today's broadcast is also sponsored by Easy Pass. Easy Pass won't help you drive to the hoop, but it will help you drive to the game. Download the NJ Easy Pass app and open your account today. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Union 456. Energizing Rutgers for over a century. JAG Physical Therapy. Proud partners of Rutgers University Athletics. JAG Physical Therapy is your premier in-network resource for physical and occupational therapy. Visit jagpt.com to book your appointment today. And by Premio Sausage. The way sausage should be.
Tariq Francis with three. The three for the win. Good! What a shot by Tariq Francis! And that's his career high!
Let's start the countdown to tip-off. Here's Jerry Recco.
And a pleasant Saturday morning, soon to be a Saturday afternoon from Minneapolis, where today your 11-15 Rutgers Scarlet Knights look for a third straight win as they take on the 12-14 Minnesota Golden Gophers. Alongside Austin Johnson, I'm Jerry Recco. Nice to have you guys with us. We come to you from Williams Arena here, Minnesota's home floor, a place that has not been kind to Rutgers. We've dropped a few in a row, going back to the 2021 game where Rutgers won a big one late in the season. Austin, how are you?
Doing great. Staying warm. And again, having flashbacks of some last-minute fireworks between both these programs sitting up here where we are from our vantage point. When these two teams get together, it's always highly competitive.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Rutgers has been highly competitive this last month of the season. They've won 2 in a row now and really have an opportunity in front of them to move up the ranks a little bit in the Big Ten standings. A game like today, I say it's never been easy to win here. It's going to be an interesting atmosphere. It's an early game, 11 a.m. out here. As a former player, 11 a.m. tip is what? Difficult, exciting, tough?
You ask different players, you'll probably get different answers. For me, I always relished and welcomed it. I think the earlier in the day, the body clock is just starting to get going. As opposed to sitting around and some of those late tips, I always used to hate games that were 8, 9 p.m. at night because, you know, you're so angsty and ready to kind of get out there and just finally play. You've done all your preparation, and by the time the actual tip happens, you know, you start to come down a bit, you know, preemptively. Here, I think it's perfectly timed for them to come out with the right type of energy because of their bodies just naturally still waking up.
All right, we got about 30 seconds or so. Minnesota on the other side comes in off a good one at Oregon. This is a team, though, very light into their bench. You're going to see 6 guys, and that's it. Is that tougher to play against a team like that?
It is. It definitely can be tough because all 6 guys are highly prolific. In regards to Rutgers, though, they can use that to their advantage if they can get this team in foul trouble.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We are just getting started. When we come back, a conversation with head coach Steve Pikiell. We will get you Austin's keys to the game, and then it will be Rutgers on the road here at Minnesota on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Cancer is loud when it enters our lives. We built the Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center so cancer doesn't get the last word. The Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center, New Jersey's only freestanding cancer hospital. Built to silence cancer. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute, the state's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. rwjbh.org/Moore's Cancer Center.
Brace yourselves, Rutgers fans, for a season of thrilling hoops and delicious victories. With every home win, you'll receive a free medium McDonald's French fries available the next day when you spend $2 or more in the app. It's time to show your Rutgers pride and root for your favorite team, because every time the Scarlet Knights bring home a victory, you bring home the prize. Offer valid for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACTA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Countdown to tip-off continues on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network. It's time to hear from head coach Steve Peichel, presented by JAG Physical Therapy. With the coach, here's Jerry Recco.
Our conversation with head coach Steve Peichel is brought to you by JAG Physical Therapy. Visit jagpt.com. Coach, quite the turnaround, because not only are you playing just a couple of days after you won at Penn State, but the early start, the things you saw from your team that you liked the other night, I think obviously were plentiful. But the one thing I noticed was the activity defensively, hands in passing lanes. Where'd that come from, and can you repeat that today?
I mean, we have to, first and foremost. Today, a totally different challenge, a team that really passes the ball and shoots from the perimeter. Penn State was a driving team, but our connectiveness in that game was, a high level on both ends of the floor. We scored 85 points to hold them to 20 in the first half. Didn't love our second half defense, but we scored enough points to keep the game at bay. But I do believe we practiced the right way. We're getting better. We've been pretty consistent with that. It needs to keep moving in that direction down the stretch here, because we have some unique opportunities here to win some games.
No doubt. And real quick before we get back to Minnesota, the idea that they scored a lot of points in the second half, for sure, true, but I love the way your team responded on the other end, and it felt like the most complete 40 minutes of the season. Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, by far there was so much good film clips, and that hasn't been the case in the past. And in our defense, even we turned the ball over in the second half, and that hurt us. That hurt our defense. But when we needed to make stops, we made them. When we needed to make big plays, we made them. And we got off to a big lead on the road, which is a hard thing to do.
All right, the Gophers today, a team, they don't play a lot of guys, yet everyone seems to score. Harder, easier to get ready for a team where you don't know where the points are coming from?
I think as a coach, you don't have a lot of decisions to make. And the players play very confidently. It's not like they're coming out of the game if they take a bad shot or turn the ball over. For us, we're just more concerned with our own development and how we continue to get better and how we focus on the game plan, which is totally different than Penn State. Penn State, driver team. And this team, we got to come off screens. We got to be alert. We got to be, in our gaps. We got to play with high hands the entire time we're on the floor. And I want to go after them, too. I want to pick them up full court, and I want to, make them work, too, and use our bench to our advantage.
All right, last thing. So much good stuff from Tariq Francis and a lot of your guys, but Dylan Grant has gotten better and better and better as he's gotten healthier. The rebounding seems to be a big help, too. Is he close to 100%? Because it's starting to seem like it.
He's looking more and more like himself. He made some huge plays, too, down the stretch the other day. And we as a team, today, the most important thing we need to do today, they're 1-12, when they're out-rebounded, pretty consistently. They've lost every game that they've out-rebounded in. So we have to do a great job on the backboards. He's a big part of it, along with June and along with Emmanuel. And our guards, too. But a lot of good lifts the other day. Lino Mark came off the bench, gave us unbelievable. Minnesota, Chris, Wally, and have to have that from our bench today.
Coach, thanks for a couple of minutes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Keys to the game next on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Looking for the best auto body shop for your family? Look no further. Benner's Auto Body Shop is the official auto body shop for Rutgers Athletics. Whether it's a fender bender or a major collision, trust Benner's. Our expert technicians will have your car looking brand new in no time. We work with every insurance company. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Visit us today and see why everyone's saying it's better at Benner's.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
The New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism invites you to be wowed year-round in New Jersey. From autumn hikes to winter casino getaways, spring gardens at the world-class Jersey Shore. It's one wow after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. Keys to the game, Rutgers at Minnesota. Take it away, Austin Johnson.
First and most important key, Jerry, is rebounding. The Gophers are good when they are able to one-up you in the glass game. Not so good when you come out and lay it to them. They're +7 on the glass in dubs, -6 in losses. So if Rutgers can come with some physicality and attention to detail early on, set the tone, that'll carry them throughout all 40 minutes. Second, don't settle for jump shots. That's not the DNA of what Rutgers does well, and it's not going to magically become a strong suit on the road. So settling for deep threes is not a recipe for success. Ball fakes, getting into the lane, operating off a two, getting downhill, those are all some key terms that you need to focus on if you're Steve Peichel and his team to try to get some quick and easy baskets here at Williams Arena. And then lastly, get into the depth of Minnesota. They're great 1 through 5, but as soon as you get into the bench, they're not as good. There's a drop-off. So if you can find ways to get this team into foul trouble early on, that'll help you out dramatically.
And a very short bench as well with this Golden Gopher team. Talk about setting the tone. They did that at Penn State the other night, and it carried them the entire evening. This team is going to pack it in defensively with the zone. If they make a couple of shots early, would that loosen them up a bit?
100%. They'll have no choice but to come out, which can help that third point of getting deep into this bench. So settling for great shots, you never want to pass up open looks and opportunities, but don't settle for contested shots.
All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, starting lineups in the opening tip. Rutgers on the road here at Minnesota on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in. Like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors that get the job done right. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Visit KubotaRutgersUniversity.com or see Eagle Power Kubota in Pennington.
Made in Kentucky, built in New Jersey. Every purchase of Eric LeGrand's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey directly supports people living with paralysis. Eric LeGrand Bourbon is made with choice Heartland-grown corn, limestone purified water, and the freshest rye and barley available. When you pick up a bottle of Eric LeGrand Bourbon, a donation is made to the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, so you enjoy the finest bourbon around, and you also lend a helping hand. Grab a bottle of Eric LeGrand Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey today, and cheers to a cause. Go RU! Please enjoy responsibly. Produced by LeGrand Spirits, distilled in Owensboro, Kentucky, bottled in Bardstown, Kentucky. 88 proof by volume.
Cancer is loud when it enters our lives. We built the Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center so cancer doesn't get the last word. The Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center, New Jersey's only freestanding cancer hospital. Built to silence cancer. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute, the state's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. rwjbh.org/Moore's Cancer Center.
Back inside Williams Arena, getting set for Rutgers, Minnesota. Before we get you the starting lineup, we pause 10 seconds. For station ID, this is Rutgers basketball. Starting lineups of today's game presented by GGL. If you've been injured, call GGL. GGL wins. For the host, Golden Gophers come in with a mark of 12-14, 5-10 in the Big Ten. Isaac Asuma, a 6'3 sophomore guard from Cherry, Minnesota, averaging 11 points per game. Langston Reynolds, a 6'4 senior guard from Denver, Colorado, by way of Northern Colorado, averaging 11 a game, 113 assists on the season. Cade Tyson, a 6'7 senior forward from Monroe, North Carolina, by way of UNC, team leader in scoring at 19.2 a game. Grayson Grove, a 6'9 redshirt freshman forward from Alexandria, Minnesota, averaging 4 a game. And Bobby Durkin, a 6'7 junior forward from Darien, Illinois, by way of Davidson, averaging 9.7 a game. The head coach in his first season is Nico Medved. For Rutgers, 11-15, 4-11 in the Big Ten. Tariq Francis, 6'1 junior guard from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, team leader in scoring at 17 a game. Kate Powers, 6'4 freshman guard from Seattle, Washington, at 7 a game. Dylan Grant, 6'8 sophomore forward from Canada, at 10.7 a game. Haroon Zerno, 6'7 freshman guard from Bosnia, at 7.3 a game. And Emmanuel Oboli, the 6'10 senior center from Nigeria, team leader in rebounds and block shots. The head coach in his 10th season is Steve Peichel. Officials, DJ Karstensen, Kelly Piper, and Jason Phillips. Tip-off is brought to you by RWJ Barnabas Health, the official health care provider of Rutgers Athletics, New Jersey's most comprehensive academic health system. To learn more, visit rwjbh.org. Let's be healthy together. It'll be Grove and Oboli to jump it up in the circle at center court, right on the Minnesota logoed M. Minnesota in their home yellow jerseys and maroon numbers on either side, letters across their chest. Rutgers in their road red jerseys with the white numbers on either side, white letters outlined in black across their chest as well. Now we are set for action on this Saturday afternoon, ball in the air, and the opening tip won by Oboli, and Rutgers will have it first as they operate left to right. They have made the first bucket of the game in their last 5. See if they can continue that trend here. Powers down low to Francis. Touch pass into the corner. Grant a 3. Comes up short. And the ball is rebounded by Reynolds. That's one of those you're talking about. You don't pass up a good look, and that was one right off the bat.
Got to take it.
Durkin, top of the key. Give to Grove at the right elbow. Runs across the foul line. Give to Asuma. Foul line extended on the left side. Asuma to the free throw line, into the paint, double teamed and harassed. The kick out to Durkin. Move it to the right side, Asuma. Shot clock at 6. Now Tyson has it. Throw it up top. Grove a 3. No good. And Powers back for the rebound.
Patient possession by the Gophers. Rutgers coming out in a man-to-man look.
Dylan Grant on the left side for Zerno. Zerno carries the ball middle of the floor. Move it to the right side for Powers, who hands it off to Francis. Around his screen into a dead-on 3. In and out, no good, and the ball rebounded by Tyson.
See this filling out period here early on? This is what you get with some of those earlier starts.
Tyson, top of the key. Bounce pass to Grove. Grove holding. Move it right for Tyson. Tyson back to the left side of Suma. Francis fell down, and then he's in position to pick off the pass. Francis into the front court. Minnesota does a good job of getting back. Francis holding, throw across court to Zerno. Fake the 3 into a long 2, puts it in. And we got the first bucket of the game. And once again, Rutgers makes the first shot. They lead 2-0.
Good recognition by Francis, flipping the floor via the reverse. There was nobody on the weak side, and Zerno steps into it.
It's a different game when Zerno is making shots. Even long 2s like that just open things up for them.
Yeah, his confidence is contagious.
And Tyson is going to be fouled by Powers on the right wing. And so it'll be a side out for Minnesota, first foul of the game. 18-12 to play here in the first, just underway. Rutgers leading 2-0. Asuma to throw in on the baseline to the right of the basket on the far side of the floor. Asuma throw it into Tyson. Up top, Durkin. Quick release on the 3. In and out. And Zerno the rebound. Rutgers left to right. Tariq Francis into the front court. Moving to his left on the outside. Turns and spins. Slip. Kept his dribble. Right side for Powers. Pulls up for 3. No good. Back of the rim. Nice box out underneath by Grove, and it's Minnesota ball.
Like to see Rutgers try to get a post touch to collapse this defense.
Asuma into the corner. Gets the ball back. Throw it up top for Reynolds. Reynolds between the circles. Slip the bounce pass to Grove. Left elbow. Grove throw it left. Durkin wide open 3. No good again, and the ball rebounded by Powers.
Minnesota very one-dimensional early on in this game, settling for contested jump shots.
2-0 Rutgers, 2.5 in. Francis gets inside. Little fall away on the baseline. He's short, and Reynolds the rebound, looking to run. Reynolds driving right of the lane, right at Powers. Bank shot no good. Ball loose and grabbed by Grant. Then he went to tip it away. Ball is loose. He wasn't sure if he could grab it. We'll get a jump ball, and it will be Minnesota ball with the arrow.
Good transition defense right there by Rutgers. Minnesota had numbers, but the effort to sprint back and put numbers in front of the ball carrier disallowed that shot going in.
Yeah, Grant looked like he tried to throw a pass, which is why he didn't want to put his hands on the ball. And so they get the tie-up. It'll flip the arrow anyhow. And it will be Minnesota ball. They'll throw on the far side of the floor. The officials talking about something. Don't know what this would be. Maybe a shot clock situation. As they continue to discuss. It'll be Tyson to throw in. Far side of the floor. 2-0 Rutgers. 17-13 to play here in the first half from Minneapolis. Crowd starting to get restless. These officials are a little confused by something. And you know what? It was the shot clock. So because of the change, I guess they're going to say change of possession with the Grant rebound. They put 20 on the shot clock. And then Minnesota had it momentarily. Inside feed. Reynolds gets clobbered on the way up by Francis. And so Langston Reynolds will go to the free throw line and shoot two.
Soft spot right in the middle of that defense in front of the half circle. Somebody has to be vocal and pick up any cutters and make sure that you're checking them when they're coming in and around the lane so they're not getting into the flow with some of these quick and easy looks.
Reynolds to the free throw line, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. First one up and in. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the win at Oregon the other night. Plays a lot of minutes like all 5 of these starters do. This is an injury-riddled team this season. Second free throw, good again. So 2 for 2 for Langston Reynolds. So much for the 56%. And we're tied at 2 with 17:04 to play here in the first half. Francis move it right for Powers. Powers on a screen from Oboli. Up top, Grant. Throw it left for Francis. Francis between the circles. Finds Zerno. Catches, but defended immediately there by Durkin. Shot clock at 10. Now left side, Powers. Powers top of the key to the free throw line. Big hop step, turnaround, fadeaway jumper. No. The ball is fought for, and Grant grabs the loose ball in traffic. One dribble, and then stripped on the way up by Osuma. And Minnesota the other way. Langston, left elbow. Kick out Osuma, a 3. No good. Ball rebounded by Grant on the far side.
Got to be strong with that rock with these pesky little guards stripping away at that basketball. Chain it, go up quickly.
Fair to say, not exactly an offensive explosion to start this game. Tied at 2. Nearly 4 minutes gone by. Francis, left side 3. Nope. And the ball rebounded by Grove.
Yeah, flat approach and start on both sides.
Here is Reynolds. Reynolds move it right for Osuma. Onto the wing. Guarded by now Oboli on a switch. Swinging around to the near side for Tyson. Tyson up top, Grove. Grove holding back to the basket. Shot clock at 12. Inside feed. Loose. Grant picks it up. Minnesota turns it over. Fastball to Zerno on the far side. Fumbled it. Got it back. Up top for Francis. Right side Powers. Fake the 3. Dribble drive into a baseline. Jumper good. And Rutgers goes up 4-2.
Yeah, I thought that initial pass needed to be cleaner over to Zerno. He might have had a 3, but great recovery. Filling gaps, filling lanes, and finding the open player out in transition.
Rutgers in front 4-2. 15:26 to play here in the first half. Osuma, cross court for Reynolds. Throw it up top for Durkin. Back to Osuma. Reynolds now, down low feed, out of the control of Grove, out of bounds, and it will be Rutgers ball when we come back. 15:16 to play here in the first half. Rutgers leading Minnesota 4-2 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot fast and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
First half of today's game is brought to you by SHI. SHI helps IT leaders imagine, experiment, and adopt AI technologies. Find out how by visiting shi.com/AI. SHI, solve what's next. 15-16 to play here in the first half. Rutgers leading Minnesota 4-2. Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. So 4 minutes and 44 seconds in. Minnesota has not connected yet on a field goal. They are 0 of 5. They got a couple of free throws to their credit. Rutgers 2 of 9. Not exactly the quickest of starts.
Yeah, surprised by Minnesota's inability to find a rhythm early on. 0 of 5, as you just alluded to, and a lot of settling from three, from mid-range. Rutgers has had a little bit more success converting on 2 earlier looks. What's always a remedy for slow offensive starts? It's finding ways in and around the basket, shot fakes, ball fakes, effective cutting back door to try to get momentum going in closer towards the rim to get higher percentage looks. And if you're not able to convert on those, at the very minimum, you hope to be able to get to the free throw line.
Interesting, too. You were talking about the early start, teams feeling one another out. I would think, and I haven't looked, but I would think Minnesota would be used to this 11 a.m. start. After noon, of course, in New York, but it is 11 a.m. Out here, whereas Rutgers kind of feeling things out. It is different, and even like the late arriving crowd to the game.
For sure, and I would imagine that Coach Medved was focusing on trusting and developing a whole possession for the allotted time of 30 seconds, getting to multiple shot opportunities, multiple pass opportunities on that.
Changes for Rutgers: Lino Mark, Darren Buchanan Jr., and Jamichael Davis in the game. Rutgers has it up 4-2. Mark to Davis, out high, back to Mark. They're just playing catch, essentially. Now Davis has it. Shot clock is at 8.
Got to collapse his zone by getting into the middle.
Here's Mark, drives into the paint. Little fall away is good. Solino Mark, who had 12 points at Penn State, knocks down his first attempt here, and Rutgers leads 6-2.
Mark came into the game like a wrecking ball, head down, seeking contact, creating the separation with the aggressive play.
Here's Reynolds driving on Mark, head fake. It's Mark in the air, bank shot good. First field goal from Minnesota, and it's 6-4 RU with 14:28 to play in the first.
That's a good response right there. Driving by Reynolds, giving Mark a taste of his own medicine, putting his head down.
Mark giving to Buchanan outside to the right. Flip it back to the left side for Mark. Come back right side, Davis. Right back to Mark. Now Davis on the right wing. Drives, stops, into the corner. Zerno, catch and shoot 3. No. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Oboli. And it will be Minnesota possession.
It's tough to rebound as a big on the weak side out of a zone because you're always surrounded typically by 2 opposing players. So Rutgers has to do a better job of getting higher percentage shots in and around the free throw line to collapse his zone defense.
Light pressure by Rutgers. Minnesota passes their way up the floor into the front court. 20 to shoot. Asuma has it. Out high to the left. Cross court into the corner for a wide open Tyson for 3. Buries it. And Minnesota has their first lead at 7-6 Golden Gophers. 13:42 to play in the first.
You got to have your antennas towards where Tyson is. That's too easy of a skip pass. Ball pressure can help deter that.
38% three-point shooter. Davis on the outside to the right, up top to Buchanan Jr. Cross court, Zerno moving to his right. Pick up his dribble. Throw it up top to Buchanan. Shot clock at 10. Now it's Davis on the wing. Now for Zerno into an open 3. No. Oboli fighting hard for the rebound. It's tapped out. Davis has it. A late whistle. They're going to call a foul on Oboli. And it looks like he will sub out for Bryce Dortch.
And they're choking this game out now post that last timeout situation. What I mean by that, packing in the defense, forcing Rutgers to play against the exterior of the three-point line and then settle for deep contested threes. And then when those balls are coming off the rim, they got 2 bodies on 1, so they're coming up with these opportunities for rebounds to get out in transition.
Mentioned Dortch in the game for Oboli. Zerno out. Dennis Badalau comes in. Rutgers trailing 7-6. Minnesota with the ball, 13-16 to play here in the first half.
2-2-1 full-court look here for Rutgers to try to speed them up.
Langston bounce pass to Tyson left side. Doesn't shoot the three. Instead, swing it back up top for Osuma.
Zone-on-zone action. Rutgers in zone defensive look their own.
Langston, move it right into the corner. Tyson, guarded by Dortch. Cross court to Osuma. Jumps high to get it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Gets into the paint. Slip pass underneath, and then shot put up and in by Grayson Grove. And it's 9-6 Minnesota as they've scored 5 in a row.
Good recognition by Osuma. Down to the dunker position. Quick decision by Grove to get it up.
And Jermichael Davis, look to the foul line. Buchanan. Double team comes. Kick out Badalao.
Little tentative right there on the catch.
Davis, slide it right for Buchanan Jr. Shot clock at 8. Looking for a screen. Gets one from Dortch to the foul line. Shot clock at 4. Slip pass to Davis. Looking for the reverse, and he stepped on the baseline and turns it over. This second unit has not handled Minnesota's defense quite the way the first unit was.
No, it takes a little bit of filling out, and you can see that there's not a lot of daylight in the gaps. As you saw, that was the right idea by Davis, but he just took a step in the wrong direction incorrectly. But you still want to continue to attack this type of defense with backdoor cut opportunities.
9-6 Minnesota. Osuma out, Shinholster in. That's Kai Shinholster, a 6'5 freshman guard from Woolwich, New Jersey. I've lived in New Jersey almost my whole life. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, I have no idea that was a place in New Jersey.
Here is Shinholster up top to Reynolds. Move it to the left side, Tyson. Back up top, Grove. Slide it to the right for Durkin. Now Tyson, little slip passes wide and picked off by Davis. Davis, 1-on-3, runs the floor. Stop, shoots. Back of the rim, no good in the lane. And the ball is rebounded by Durkin. That's a good shot attempt.
Yep, high hands by Rutgers that whole possession. Very disruptive.
11:46 to play in the first. 5 straight for Minnesota. They lead 9-6. Here's Reynolds. Hop step, lane clears, lays it in. 7-0 spurt, and Steve Peichel wants timeout. And we will take one as well. 11:39 to play in the first half. Minnesota 11, Rutgers 6 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Since 1934, Miller's Rentals has been the featured name in the event rental industry, headlining special events, parties, graduations, weddings, religious milestones, New York City red carpet premieres, and university events. Miller's is proud to be the strategic partner for Rutgers athletics. Miller's has the rental supplies for every occasion and special event: tents, stages, chairs, tables, linens, and much, much more. A community icon for over 85 years. The Miller's Rentals family gives back to the community that has helped them gain that status. So support the company that supports RU. Go Millers! And go RU.
At ShopRite, we are Scarlet Knight basketball fans here. As the official supermarket of Rutgers Athletics, we have all your pre, post, or watch party favorites. Our starting lineup: chips, buffalo wings, nachos, cold drinks, and dessert trays. You can send in substitutes like our grilled jalapeno turkey burgers or air-fried goat cheese balls. Hanging out with your friends is always better when you've got all your game time favorite foods from ShopRite, where big savings is the name of the game. ShopRite. We are here.
Steakhouse 85 is a 21st century rendition of a classic American steakhouse located in downtown New Brunswick. Opening daily at 4 p.m., Steakhouse 85 is a perfect spot for dinner with friends or for your next private party for groups up to 85 people. Enjoy date night specials on Mondays and Fridays. Enjoy live jazz music Friday and Saturday evenings. Steakhouse 85, the official steakhouse of Rutgers Athletics.
Rutgers fans, Team Car Wash wants you to experience the clean car feeling for free. Text the word SCARLET to 411-365 for a free car wash. Enjoy the feeling of driving a shiny new car every day with a Team Car Wash Unlimited Wash Club membership. Wash every day for one low monthly price. 18 locations throughout New Jersey. Remember, text the word SCARLET to 411-365 for a free car wash. Team Car Wash, official car wash of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 11:39 to play here in the first half. Rutgers now trailing Minnesota 11-6. The Golden Gophers on a 7-0 run. Proud partner of Rutgers University Athletics, JAG Physical Therapy is your premier and network resource for physical and occupational therapy. Their New Brunswick location is now open for all your physical and occupational therapy needs. Book your appointment today at jagpt.com. Alongside Austin Johnson, I'm Jerry Recco. Paul Schrager with the day off. Jared Wells, our engineer. Brendan Beavers with the scoreboard update coming up at halftime. But you're looking at the stat sheet and noticing some stuff.
Yeah, the packed-in defense from a zone standpoint has been paying off for Minnesota as of late, as have their effort on the glass. They're currently +3. Remember that this team is undefeated when they're able to out-rebound their opponent. So that'll be a very telling category. And what's allowed for the Gophers to also get into the flow is their ability to convert within the paint. 6 paint points now over the last couple of minutes. A lot of mixing up by Reynolds. That last play, that snatch back behind, getting into the paint was a beautiful move. But as they get more flow from within, then they can also set up cleaner looks from without. So let's monitor that over the next couple of minutes.
On the floor for Rutgers, off the timeout, same 5, Mark, Badalow, Davis, Dortch, and Buchanan. And for Minnesota, it is what it is. They only play 6 guys, so you still have the one change would be Osuma has come in for Grove. And that's pretty much, these guys are going to play 35 to 38 minutes each, and they'll get a little bit of a break. Lino Mark straight away for Rutgers. Mover right for Badalow. Might have gotten away with a walk as he shuffled his feet. To the far side for Buchanan Jr. Up top to Mark. Back to Buchanan Jr. A couple of dribbles into the paint. Bounce past Davis. Caught under the basket. Out for Badalow. Passes on the 3. Shot clock at 10. In the left corner. Davis a 3. Good. And so Jamichael Davis hits the triple, and it's 11-9 and snaps the 7-0 Minnesota run.
He was active that entire possession with backdoor cuts. Ball finds its way back to him and pays off for all of his impact.
Reynolds up top to Tyson. Tyson has the ball slapped away by Buchanan, but gets it back. Handed off to Osuma. Now move it to the right side, Durkin. Foul line extended. Shot clock at 8. Now Reynolds back to the basket, top of the key, guarded by Davis. Picks up his dribble. Shot clock at 4. Osuma pulls up for 3. Missed it. Grazed the front of the rim. Bounds out of bounds, and it will be Rutgers' ball. 10:45 to go in the first. Rutgers the ball, trailing 11-9. Lino Mark into the front court for Rutgers. Comes to the near side. Throw it up top for Davis. Davis around a screen from Dortch to his right. Scoop pass to Mark. Mark throw it left for Badalow. Return pass to Lino. Back to Badalow. Again passed on that open 3. Shot clock at 10. This is Buchanan Jr. on the wing. Nice feed inside for Dortch. Missed the shot a couple of feet away. And the ball is grabbed by Tyson in the corner. 11-9 Minnesota. 10:15 to play here in the first. They've got the ball. Osuma driving on Davis, who slipped and fell down. Osuma now outside to the right. Left side throw for Tyson. Tyson holding. Now up top for Reynolds. Reynolds picked up his dribble. Throw it left, Durkin. Durkin, flip it right, Osuma. Shot clock at 6. Durkin down low, leading Reynolds to the basket through a double team bank shot. No, but a foul called. And Reynolds will go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Langston Reynolds is really leaving his impact here over the last couple of minutes, using that big frame at 6'4", 215. It can be a matchup nightmare for opposing guards, as he has the ability to post up and use that strength to his advantage. And Minnesota playing high-low basketball with their guard position.
First free throw is good. So Reynolds, again, 56% on the season. Looks a lot better than that on 3 of 3. Grant in for Dortch. The foul situation, 14 fouls on Rutgers. Minnesota yet to commit one. 9:52 to go in the first. 12-9 Minnesota. Here comes the second free throw from Reynolds. Makes it again. He's 4 for 4. Tariq Francis subs in for Lino Mark. 4-point Minnesota lead, 13-9. 9:52 to go here in the first half. Jamichael Davis carries the ball up the floor for Rutgers. Between the circles, flip it left for Badalow. Return pass to Davis. Davis, a couple of dribbles towards the basket. Kick out Buchanan Jr. straight away. Goes left of the lane. Lane clears. Scoop shot. No, he threw it over the rim. And Tyson comes up with the loose ball.
Off balance on awkward angle. Got to put that up with his left hand.
Here is Reynolds on the right wing, guarded by Francis. Trying to back his way in. He's got a weight advantage for sure. Boy, might have gotten away with a walk. Fights through a double team. Missed the scoop shot. And a good rebound by Grant. Outlet to Francis. Move it left for Buchanan Jr. Onto the wing, gets to the foul line. Cut off, gives to Francis.
Got to pass that ball down to Grant, who had his man pinned on his back.
Francis gets a screen from Grant. Works to his left. Shot clock is at 12. Picked up his dribble. Throw it right, Badalow. Wide open 3. No good. And the ball is rebounded underneath by Grove. 13-9 Minnesota. 8:48 to play here in the first. Rutgers 4 of 17 shooting, Minnesota 4 of 11. Reynolds' throw is picked off by Francis on the near sideline. Great vision there. Here comes Rutgers the other way. 5th turnover for Minnesota. Grant gives to Francis. Francis between the circles, holding his dribble. Now picks up, fakes the 3. Throw it left for Buchanan Jr. Up top for Grant. Move it right, Francis. Francis, an open 3. Good. And it's 13-12 as Tariq Francis hits the tray. First bucket for Francis. He's got a couple assists to go with his 3 points. 8:06 to play here in the first. 1-point game. Reynolds into the right corner. Asuma a 3. Good. Rattles it in. He answers the Francis 3 with one of his own. And it's 16-12 Gophers.
I think we've exited the warm-up period. Yeah. Last 2 possessions, both shot opportunities were well balanced, and they got their legs under them and drove up.
Dylan Grant driving on the right wing, stripped from behind by Tyson off his thigh, out of bounds. Minnesota ball when we return. 7:47 to play here in the first. Minnesota 16, Rutgers 12 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in. Like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors that get the job done right. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Visit KubotaRutgersUniversity.com or see PowerCo in Clinton.
Cancer is loud when it enters our lives. We built the Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center so cancer doesn't get the last word. The Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center, New Jersey's only freestanding cancer hospital. Built to silence cancer. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute, the state's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. rwjbh.org/Moore's Cancer Center.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Easy Pass, change is good. Easy Pass is better. It's easy with Easy Pass. Visit EasyPassNJ.com. 7:47 to play here in the first half. Minnesota leading Rutgers 16-12. Jersey Mike's is a proud partner of Rutgers University Athletics. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Well, here at Williams Arena, they had a local weather forecaster, meteorologist, during the timeout, announced to the crowd that it's going to hit the 40s this week, and the place was quite excited. I got to be honest, with what we're dealing with on Sunday and Monday back home in New York and New Jersey, sounds pretty good to me too.
Yeah, 40s would feel like the Caribbean at this juncture of how this winter has gone for us in the Northeast. But yeah, you made a joke earlier that never did you think you would be leaving Minnesota
and prefer to stay?
And prefer to stay from a weather standpoint.
Yeah. That having been said, off the timeout, it's Grant Francis. Zerno is back. So is Caden Powers and Emmanuel Oboli. Rutgers trailing 16-12, 7:47 to play here in the first half. A good contingent of Rutgers fans sitting behind the Rutgers bench. Nice to see. And this place starting to fill, again, a late arriving crowd, but starting to fill up at least the lower bowl here in what they call the barn. Minnesota ball. Rutgers will apply some pressure in the backcourt. Shinholster back in. Throws the ball in to Grove. Gives to Asuma, and now Rutgers drops back. Asuma into the front court with a 4-point lead for the Golden Gophers. Throw it to the left sideline for Durkin. Hand the ball off Asuma. Back up top, Durkin. Move it right, Tyson into a wide open 3. Good. High rainbow shot. Never even hit, barely hit the net. And it's 19-12 now, Minnesota.
Yeah, they're being very, very aggressive at this point. Collapsing, looking inside and then kicking right out. And then Tyson is just taking care of it, catching in rhythm.
Powers, bounce pass to Francis in the right corner. Francis picked up his dribble, flipped up top to Powers. Shot clock at 8. Bounce pass to Grant in the lane. Goes right at Grove, gets around him and missed the shot to the left. And Minnesota coming the other way. Here is Durkin. Durkin outside on the wing to the left, guarded by Oboli. Up top throw for Osuma. Move it right, Tyson. Now for Shinholster on the far sideline. Move it left side, Durkin. Durkin up top. Shinholster picked up his dribble at the elbow. Shot clock at 8. Now it's Tyson. Gets a step on Zerno. Stops, shoots. No good. And the ball rebounded by Oboli. Flip the pass ahead to Francis. Minnesota leading 19-12. Rutgers the ball, 6:28 to play in the first. Francis to Powers. Back to Francis. Fakes the 3 into the wing. Off-balance jumper is good. Silky smooth from Tariq Francis.
And he's been the answer. The bailout guy as of late when Rutgers needs to stop the bleeding. Just that one-on-one capability to create the angle is not talked about enough.
5 points and a nice lead pass to Shinholster. Couldn't control it, though. Threw his hands out of bounds, and Minnesota turns it over.
Don't want to have that thing back. That back cut was on a rope. This Princeton-style offense is not easy to guard for any opposing team. It keeps you thinking.
Explain that. Why is that?
Multiple passes. There's a read and react. There's a point guy who's the center at the top of the key that dictates how the offense starts to develop. If they're dribbling at you, the guy that you're guarding, good rule of thumb, is probably going to go backdoor. Case in point that we saw right there. They just put the pass too far ahead of them.
So it's basically defensively about having discipline to what your role is or what your spot is.
There's endless potential outcomes for how the offense could develop, which makes the defense think. And as a basketball player, you don't want to think too much. You want to react. You want to get out in the open area and trust the work that you put in when nobody was watching.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, keeping New Jersey healthy on and off the court. All right, here Minnesota leads Rutgers 19-14, 6:06 to play in the first. Rutgers with the ball. As they break the huddle again, same 5 on the floor with Grant, Oboli, Francis, Zerno, and Powers.
And then on the other side, Jerry, after all that thinking offensively, then you also got to think about how to attack this zone, because guys are just stagnant and they're not moving. So how do you move this offense or defense? Got to move that basketball from side to side and look for little crevices.
And talk to Steve Peichel about that this morning, which we'll get to in a moment. Powers to a triple team into the right corner for Francis. Fakes the 3. The runner on the baseline is no good. And the ball rebounded by Osuma. And we were talking off the air about what a different game this is. And as a lot of them are from game to game, but from what they saw against Penn State the other night.
Yeah, you asked me what's the biggest difference conference by conference, this versus the Big East. Every team has a different style of play.
And Reynolds turns it over with a walk. Right. And you've only got a couple of games in between. It's, we got home, they got back to Rutgers at, what would you say, midnight Thursday or Wednesday night?
It's a strong maybe 12 to 16 hours of preparation for a complete different style of what you saw out in Happy Valley against Penn State.
Here's Powers cutting through the defense. Pull-up jumper in the lane is good. Hit every part of the rim and went down. And conversely, Minnesota was out at Oregon, the other night as well. So obviously goes both ways. 19-16, Minnesota the lead. They have the ball, 5:14 to play here in the first. Reynolds with the basketball to the left elbow. Kick it left Osuma. Fake the 3. Move it up top Reynolds. He fakes the 3. Dribble drive. Gets 2 defenders in the air. Then turns and puts it up and in. And it's 21-16.
The scout report read right there. Reynolds is not a three-point shooter. Only 60% of his attempts on the year coming from beyond the arc. So you got to know he's going to try to dribble at you.
High man today with 10 here in the first half. Francis out high to the left. Flip it out of bounds. He was looking for Zerno, but Zerno cut towards the lane as opposed to being in the corner where Francis thought he was going to be, and it's Minnesota ball.
Yeah, this zone is giving Rutgers fits right now.
4th turnover for the Scarlet Knights, 7 for Minnesota, but the Gophers do lead 21-16. Their best win of the season by far, Minnesota, by the way, was at home against Michigan State in what was a thrilling game. Here's Reynolds. Nice feed to Grove, cutting to the basket, and a 2-hand slam. And Minnesota's got a 7-point lead, 23-16.
Heck of a pocket pass, on time, on target.
4:26 to play here in the first. Francis between the circles, looking. Gives to Grant, outside to the right. Now it's Francis again. Inside to Grant at the elbow. Up with the right hand and in over the defense, and it's 23-18.
Got to be comfortable with a lot of different arms flailing at you in the middle of the zone, but they're not converging. You got to trust that you're going to be one-on-one, just as Dylan Grant did on that last possession.
First bucket for Grano's 4 rebounds. Here's Reynolds, dribbles the ball off his foot, but it goes right to Minnesota. Now Tyson between the circles. Flip it right for Durkin. Durkin for Osuma. Osuma now to Grove. Out high to the right. Pass it right, Osuma. Shot clock at 4. Now for Reynolds. Crowd starting to chant it. Up top, Osuma for 3. Back of the rim. No good. Long rebound grab by Tyson. Now for Reynolds, back to Tyson. Wide open corner 3. As good as 3. And it's 26-18 Minnesota. Tyson's hit 3 threes. He's got 9. And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead again. Here is Francis around the screen. Pass it far side for Tariq. A 3 in and out. No good. Tyson the rebound.
One pass shots are paying right into the hands what this defense wants you to do.
Osuma out high for Minnesota. Throw it right for Reynolds. Reynolds top of the key. Right elbow. Turns, spins, gives to Grove. Now it's Tyson left side. Tyson fakes the 3 on Zerno. Behind the back with the dribble. Dribble, drive. Gets the defenders in the air. Then the shot blocked away by Oboli, but it's tipped out. This is Durkin. Dribble, drive, kick out Reynolds for 3. Good. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead, 28-18, as they are starting to shoot it with precision. Timeout called by Steve Peichel, and we will take one as well. 2:42 to play here in the first. Minnesota 28, Rutgers 18 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Scarlet Knights fans, when the craving hits, hit back with Pizza Hut's new $5 Crafted Flats pizzas. Enjoy 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes, including 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch, all for only $5 each before 5 p.m. Order the $5 Crafted Flats on PizzaHut.com or the Pizza Hut app today. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey Rutgers fans, visit TriconBuilds.com and see how Tricon Construction is building the spaces New Jersey lives and works in. From hospitals to high-rises, warehouses to apartments, based right here in the Garden State, we are proud to sponsor Rutgers athletics and support hard work, toughness, and building something that lasts. Tricon Construction, every phase, every detail done right. Go RU and visit TriconBuilds.com and let's build something great together.
Looking for a stay that brings real Rutgers pride? Welcome to the Rutgers University Inn and Conference Center, your go-to spot to stay, meet, and connect. Set on 21 wooded acres in New Brunswick, it's the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Planning a meeting or retreat? Our full-service spaces and Scarlet Proud team make it effortless. Enjoy affordable rooms, modern amenities, and a quiet retreat-like vibe. The Rutgers University Inn and Conference Center. Rest easy. Meet brilliantly with the Rutgers spirit. Book your stay or event today at go.rutgers.edu/RUINN.
LeGrand Bourbon and Rutgers University have joined forces to create the Scarlet Knight Series, a bourbon that celebrates courage and community. $5.20 from every case sold benefits the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. Eric reminds everyone to believe and go RU. Right now, Minnesota in control. They lead Rutgers 28-18. Reynolds with 13 points here in the first half. 2:42 to go in the first. Rutgers fans know when it's on. That's why we only trust our game day meals to Mike's Amazing Mayonnaise and Stone Ground Mustards. Handmade in small batches just up I-95 in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, with nationally ranked flavor you can taste. Mike's Amazing, official mayonnaise and mustard of the Scarlet Knights, because when it's on, it's got to be Mike's Amazing. Well, amazing has not been Rutgers on the offensive end here. What needs to change?
Yeah, I think this 2-3 zone has been giving Rutgers fits and has been the big differentiator. This is a team, again, that's active in gaps, ranking 4th in the Big Ten in steals, and they do a good job of defending without fouling. 3rd lowest free throw rate defense in the Big Ten, meaning that teams that are going up against them aren't converting at a high rate from the charity stripe. If you're Rutgers, got to be comfortable in the middle of the chaos of the 2-3 zone. The catches for the bigs of Dylan Grant, Darren Buchanan Jr., guys who are capable of turning and facing and either going to attack or facilitating. Well, I think it has to be the former, going to catch, turn, look, and then pump fake and try to get 2 feet closer to the paint to disrupt the flow. There's no rim protectors or shot blockers for the Gophers.
Caden Powers, bounce pass, kicked away. Ball is loose. Scramble for it. We'll get a tie-up. It'll be Rutgers ball with the arrow. Buchanan Jr. has come in for Oboli. It looks like Lino Mark is going to come in as well for Rutgers. 28-18. Minnesota leads. Lino Mark is coming in for who? It'll be for Zerno. And it will be Mark to throw in on the baseline on the far side of the floor. Mark flips it into Francis. Francis holding, throw it left for Powers, right back to Francis, move it right for Mark. Lino to the elbow, hop step in the lane, kick it to the far side, Powers. Now Mark for three. Good. Lino Mark connects from downtown, his third made three of the season, and it's 28-21.
Some good pop in that pass. All around the court, that possession for the Rutgers young freshman, giving his team a spark.
Here is Reynolds out high, driving on the right wing. Lost the ball out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Reynolds, and it'll be Rutgers ball. Now we've got the Minnesota side on our side of the floor. Now they're going to change it and say it's Minnesota ball.
That's a good adjustment right there. ATO putting Darren Buchanan Jr. on Reynolds. Matchup-wise, he has about 3 inches in size and the same type of body build.
So Minnesota will throw in. 16 to shoot, 1:58 to go. By the way, when was the last time you remember Rutgers going an entire first half without shooting a free throw?
A long time.
Minnesota doesn't have a foul yet.
Yeah, they got to change that. That'll be a key going ahead into halftime and after.
Osuma lobs it into Durkin in the corner. Throw it up top for Tyson. Tyson now for Reynolds. Cross court Osuma on the left wing. Dribble drive, gets inside. Got a step, lays it in. And it's 30-21 Minnesota.
That's a good possession. They got a rise guy taking away the rim protector, clearing up a driving angle.
Francis on the far side for Rutgers. Up top, Buchanan Jr. Move it right for Powers. Short baseline jumper, good. And it's 30-23.
Efficient thought process. Down into the short corner. Nobody there, just turn and shoot.
Their last couple of buckets, that one and the Mark III, very good ball movement on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. That moves the defense.
Here is Durkin straight away. Throw it left for Reynolds. Reynolds now for Grove. Right back to Reynolds. Shot clock at 8. Tyson on a curl for 3. Good. Tyson's made 3 threes. He's got 11. And it's now a 33-23 lead for Minnesota. Again, back to 10.
Confident shot. He had a man all over.
Here is Francis at the foul line. Back to the basket. Pop the pass out to Mark near midcourt. Come near side Powers. Back to Mark. Left side throw for Francis. Got a step on the baseline. A runner. No good. Ball is rebounded by Tyson. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Minnesota the ball in a 10-point lead. There is Reynolds crossing midcourt and no rush. Reynolds defended by Grant. Moving to his left. Picked up on a switch by Buchanan Jr. Now Osuma with a ball on the left side. Move it to the right for Durkin. Durkin spinning on Mark, stepping back. Shot clock at 4 in the corner. Now Osuma with it. Right side 3. Good. Beat the shot clock, and it's a big fat 13-point lead for the Gophers. 8 seconds to go in the half. Francis with 5. He will drive, stop, shoot. No good. Ball tipped up, no, and that's how the half will end. Minnesota just played 20 minutes of basketball without committing a foul. They hit a whole bunch of threes, and they lead at the break 36-23. We will take a timeout, come back to discuss in just a moment on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Made in Kentucky, built in New Jersey. Every purchase of Eric LeGrand's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey directly supports people living with paralysis. Eric LeGrand Bourbon is made with choice Heartland-grown corn, limestone purified water, and the freshest rye and barley available. When you pick up a bottle of Eric LeGrand Bourbon, a donation is made to the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, so you enjoy the finest bourbon around, and you also lend a helping hand. Grab a bottle of Eric LeGrand Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey today, and cheers to a cause. Go RU! Please enjoy responsibly. Produced by LeGrand Spirits, distilled in Owensboro, Kentucky, bottled in Bardstown, Kentucky. 88 proof by volume.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Save on personalized comfort during Sleep Number's President's Day sale. Their best deals are on now. Limited time only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com. This is the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
What scares you more, messing up or missing out? Good news, you don't have to choose. Business and IT leaders are using SHI's AI and cyber labs to conquer both fears. Whether you're chasing innovation or seeking disruption, SHI helps you explore AI's potential securely and without the massive upfront cost, right here in Piscataway. Visit shi.com/AI for more information and to book your visit to SHI's AI and cyber labs today. Fear less, do more, and solve what's next with SHI.
Brace yourselves, Rutgers fans, for a season of thrilling hoops and delicious victories. With every home win, you'll receive a free medium McDonald's French fries available the next day when you spend $2 or more in the app. It's time to show your Rutgers pride and root for your favorite team, because every time the Scarlet Knights bring home a victory, you bring home the prize. Offer valid for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected, because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Minutes are in the books. Welcome to the Rutgers Halftime Report. Scores, stats, and first half analysis are all coming up. The Rutgers Halftime Report begins now.
Halftime here at Williams Arena in Minnesota. It is the Golden Gophers leading Rutgers at the break, 36-23. Jerry Recco, Austin Johnson with you. Brendan Beavers with a scoreboard update coming up in just a couple of minutes. The three ball really hurting Rutgers in that first half. Reynolds shot it well. Tyson hit three of them. And after a very sluggish start, Minnesota really found a rhythm in that back half of the first half.
Yeah, the confidence. It's crazy how that can permeate throughout the team. I think it started with Reynolds and Tyson, who really did a good job. Once they were in an early rut, I think still in that filling out period, trying to find ways to become effective, and points in the paint were key to really change that course. And then that's where we saw the defensive collapsing, trying to stop that for Rutgers, which created cleaner opportunities for the Gophers beyond the deep. Well, now you got Reynolds, and you got Tyson, and you got Asuma. All these guys that are just following the lead of one another and stepping into looks with the utmost confidence, and that's the most important factor for a basketball player to be impactful. No matter where you're shooting from, if you think it's going in, it has a chance to go in.
Tell you an interesting stat. Minnesota started 0 for 5 shooting.
Yep.
13 of 18 from the field after that sluggish. 13 of 18.
Yeah, I mean, that will be the main focal point, is turning off the water from beyond the deep. In addition to that, you just got to key in on Reynolds. I think he is the engine that makes this team go from a conversion standpoint, but also from a facilitation standpoint. He does a really good job. He has 5 assists.
All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back to the studio with Brendan Beavers for a scoreboard update. Your score here at the break: Minnesota 36, Rutgers 23 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Looking for the best auto body shop for your family? Look no further. Benner's Auto Body Shop is the official auto body shop for Rutgers Athletics. Whether it's a fender bender or a major collision, trust Benner's. Our expert technicians will have your car looking brand new in no time. We work with every insurance company. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Visit us today and see why everyone's saying it's better at Benner's.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at Progressive.com. This is the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
The great American pastime calls for the greatest American condiment. Mike's Amazing Mayo, Mustard, and Vegetable Oil. Made right here in the old US of A. Game on. Mike's Amazing. When it's on, it's on. Now on sale at your local market.
Cancer is loud when it enters our lives. We built the Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center so cancer doesn't get the last word. The Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center, New Jersey's only freestanding cancer hospital. Built to silence cancer. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute, the state's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. rwjbh.org/Moore's Cancer Center.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
The great American pastime calls for the greatest American condiment. Mike's Amazing Mayo, Mustard, and Vegetable Oil. Made right here in the old US of A. Game on. Mike's Amazing. When it's on, it's on. Now on sale at your local market.
Halftime in the Williams Arena as Rutgers trails 36-23 against the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. Brendan Beavers with you here inside the Rutgers Sports Network studios with your scoreboard update. No Big Ten games to tip at the noon hour, but one Big Ten game is to note this evening, and it's happening in the nation's capital as top-ranked Michigan takes on the third-ranked Duke Blue Devils in the Edward Jones Capital Showcase. The last time these two teams collided goes back to December of 2013 when Duke won the matchup 79-69 in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Tip-off for this game is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Games to know that did happen on noon is the 17th ranked St. John's hosting Creighton in the Garden as the Giants have a 33-24 lead with just under 6 minutes left in the half. Zuby edge of 4 leading the Red Storm with 10 points. Rutgers women's basketball will tip off later inside the Jersey Mike's Arena as the Lady Scarlet Knights look to get win number 2 in conference play as they face the Penn State Nittany Lions. Rutgers look to rely heavily on Nene Njai and Imani Lester, who combines an average of 26 points per game. Tip-off, as mentioned, inside the Jersey Mike's Arena will be at 4 p.m. When we come back, Jerry and Austin will bring you all of the first half stats as we get you set for the second half in the Williams Arena here on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Hey Scarlet Knights fans, Rutgers Health is rewriting the playbook on health. By taking an integrative approach to educating future health pros, delivering top care, and leading the charge in medical research, we're turning discoveries into life-changing health solutions for all. With 8 schools and top-notch centers just outside New York City, we're here to keep you and your loved ones strong. Together, we are breathing new life into health.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. This is the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Do you know what makes a tailgate party legendary? It's bringing the bold Carolina flavors and bold crunch of hand-breaded chicken. It's made from scratch buttermilk biscuits that whispers, Bojangles is bliss. And it's all the fixins you need to fix them up right. The Carolina legend is here. So come get to know Bo and make you and your tailgate party legendary. Bojangles. If you know, you Bo.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus, free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Halftime here in Minnesota, where the Gophers lead Rutgers by the score of 36-23, and really good offense from Minnesota. The back 10 minutes of that first half, led by Reynolds, who had 13 points and 4 of 6 shooting, also had 5 assists, so really impacting the game in a bunch of ways. Also, Tyson hit 3 threes. He was 3 of 3 from downtown. He had 11 to go along with 7 rebounds. So you've got Reynolds with 13 points and 5 assists, and Tyson has 11 points and 7 rebounds in 20 minutes of action. Now, in fairness, they also play almost all 20 minutes, but still big numbers there. And 8 points for Osama, who also had 3 assists in that first half. Minnesota shot 57% from the field, but again, better than that because they went 13 for their last 18, 6 of 12 from 3. Rutgers shot 36% from the field. They were just 3 of 11 from three-point range. You look up at their numbers. Tariq Francis had 5 points for Lino Mark and 6 for Caden Powers. But offensively, not a great flow. And they were out-rebounded, which was one of Steve Peichel's keys, as it was one of Austin's, being out-rebounded in the first half, a whopping 18-10. Even though Minnesota's got 7 turnovers to Rutgers 4, they're doing a lot of other things. And the fact that Rutgers did not shoot a free throw in the first half doesn't help as well. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, start of the second half here in Minnesota. The Golden Gophers leading Rutgers 36-23 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
As the official supermarket of Rutgers Athletics, ShopRite is here to put your Hoops Party game plan together. Chips and salsa? That's a layup. And of course, wings and nachos are a total slam dunk. Consider adding our 7-layer dip or pigs in a blanket to your lineup. We've got all your game time favorites, from appetizers to sides to drinks and desserts. So get your team down here and get into the game with great savings. ShopRite and the Scarlet Knights. What great teamwork looks like. ShopRite. We are here.
JAG Physical Therapy is proud to be the official physical therapy provider for Rutgers University Athletics. Their convenient location in New Brunswick, located on Church Street, is accessible for all your physical and occupational therapy needs and in-network with most insurance plans. With over 160 facilities throughout New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania, and 8 locations throughout Middlesex County, there is sure to be a facility convenient for you. Get back the life you love with JAG Physical Therapy. For more information on the services they provide or to make an appointment, visit jagpt.com. That's jagpt.com.
Looking for the best trained in the electrical business? Look no further. Our members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 456, go through a 5-year nationally recognized apprenticeship program along with OSHA safety certifications, producing the best trained electricians in the area. From solar energy, healthcare facilities, school construction, and much more, we do it all. We are also proud to be one of the first building trade locals to be recognized with a drug-free workplace program. We at Local Union 456 are like Coach Peichel and the Scarlet Knights, trained and proven to get the job done.
A Jersey Mike's Sub Bowl is any sub, hot or cold, without the bread. They're great to enjoy in all kinds of places.
So you could have a Club Supreme Bowl on a road trip?
Yup.
Or a turkey provolone sub bowl at the airport?
Sure can.
Or a Mike's Famous Philly Bowl when you're supposed to be walking down the aisle at your 500-person wedding.
Is now the right time for that?
I'm hungry.
Shouldn't you get married first?
I said
I'm hungry. All right. Your favorite sub in a bowl for any time, anywhere. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Scarlet Assets Management Company. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Scarlet Assets Management Company and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Scarlet Assets Management Company.
Welcome back to Williams Arena with Minnesota leading Rutgers 36-23. Before we start the second half, we will pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Rutgers basketball. Alongside Austin Johnson and Jerry Recco from Minnesota, Gophers leading the Scarlet Knights 36-23. We always talk about the first 4 or 5 minutes of a half being important. When you're down 13, I mean, the first 5 minutes here are crucial.
Yeah, imperative to set the right tone. Defensively, coming out, I think, proving that what was working in the first half, you were able to adjust, limiting Tyson and limiting Reynolds from operating with ease. And then offensively, moving this defense. Waiting and being patient, not being, somebody that's shooting too quickly, looking for the best possible shot. I think that's going to require being stout in and around the offensive line, facing the rim, and then attacking that one-on-one matchup, whoever it is that's catching for Rutgers.
Now, Minnesota with this 13-point lead. They have the arrow, so they start the second half with possession. Conversely, we talk about it being important for Rutgers. Minnesota's got an opportunity to really do a number on them here in the first few minutes and build on this lead. Durkin with the ball up top to Tyson. Ball in play, underway in the second half. Grove top of the key. Throw it left for Durkin. Down low for Reynolds. Back to the basket, guarded by Zerno. Help defense with Oboli. Takes it out on the wing. Faces Zerno. Into the paint, up the right hand and in. Reynolds just continues to play fantastic. He's got 15 points, and it's 38-23, the 15-point lead, largest of the game.
Big body, wide shoulders. He cuffs that basketball like a running back and sneaks through the crevices.
Now Minnesota playing man-to-man. Powers gets a screen from Oboli into a right elbow jumper. Wide open. Missed it. Short gets his own miss. Out for Francis. The lob down low for Grant. Catches and banks it up and in. All in rhythm. And it's 38-25.
Yeah, that's a good follow of the shot by Powers to earn the second possession.
4 points for Dylan Grant. Steve Peichel imploring his team to play defense. Dirk in between the circles. Throw it right for Tyson. Now for Grove. Now left side throw goes to Reynolds. Reynolds into the corner. That's Osama. Come cross court Durkin. Move it back up top. Durkin into a three. No good. And the rare miss, and Powers the rebound. Move it right for Francis on the sideline. Back up top to Powers. Dribble drive. Kick out Zerno. Open three. Good. And it's 38-28. Haroon Zerno with the triple. And Rutgers within 10. First three for Zerno today.
It's a good sign. Gunslinger mentality. He's going to continue to get them up. They weren't falling in the first half. Good rhythm setter here to kick off the second one.
Just keep shooting. Grove back to the basket, top of the key, guarded by Oboli. Little slip past to Osama. Osuma then picks up his dribble, come cross court to Tyson. Tyson guarded by Francis on a switch. Throw it down low. Grove makes the catch. Bank shot good, and a foul is called. Well, I tell you, it looked like Grant ran past him, but I guess he must have made some contact. And so now a chance at a three-point play for Grayson Grove.
Yeah, a step too slow on the rotation by Grant, but a phenomenal pass, and Grove a great catch in momentum in the flow going towards the rim, and he's able to take the bump and get it high off the glass.
Grove is 7 of 28 from the free throw line this year. Unless I misread that. That's a crazy number. See if he can complete the three-point line. I see why. He makes it. It's a one-handed set shot. It looked like 1954.
Yeah, that rotation has to be perfect, and it has to be on line for that thing to go in. It gets it together.
Everything going well for Minnesota. Back to a 13-point lead. 41-28 come by here in the second. Grant move it right for Francis. Driving, slip pass down low Oboli. And there is the first foul called on Minnesota. It's called on Grove, and I got to tell you, not much there. We've seen more contact in this game, and that's the first foul.
Yeah, force feeding it into 2-1. Emmanuel Obole is what warrants the whistle. And you look at Minnesota, there's not a body out there that can match up with him physicality-wise, and they're fighting around, and that's why they blew it.
Obole, lucky he didn't get called for an offensive foul, has fed the ball, flips one up, missed it to the right, and the ball is rebounded by Tyson. Now Durkin into the front court. Throw it back to Tyson. Left side throw for Osama. Has it. Right elbow. Gets a step. Oboli flies by him. Kick it out Reynolds. Move it left Tyson. Down low Grove. Defended by Oboli. Shot clock at 10. Holding. Now puts the ball on the floor. A couple of dribbles. Give to Durkin. Open three. Good. And it's 44-28. Largest lead now 16 for Minnesota as they continue to shoot the three at a high clip. I feel like with the way the ball's going in for them, you could put a yellow jersey on me. I'd make one.
Yeah. Get right in there and add some value.
Dylan Grant with a reverse off a nice feed from Zerno, and it's 44-30.
Like that cut right there by Grant. Getting yourself back into the flow with the quick and easy ones in and around.
17:04 to play in the second. 14-point Minnesota lead. Grove top of the key. Move it to Tyson. Now for Durkin. Moving to the right on the wing. Steps back. Picks up his dribble. Into the corner, Osuma. Now back to Durkin. Left side Reynolds. Guarded by Zerno. Gets to the foul line. Backs it back out. Shot clock at 5. Gets a screen from Drove. Throw it right. Tyson. Gets inside. Bank shot. He missed it. And Oboli with the rebound.
I think he pumped fake the shot blocker back into the pass.
Here is Francis, left of the lane, gets a step, draws contact, nothing called as he lost the ball. And here comes Minnesota the other way. Reynolds to Durkin, corner three, yes sir. And it's 47-30, another high of the game, biggest lead of 17 now.
6 assists for Reynolds.
16-14 to play in the second. Here is Powers outside of the left, up top Zerno, down low Grant, catches, hop step, defender in the air, and he goes past him and banks it in, and it's 47-32.
Thought he got away with a shuffle of the feet, but good result for Rutgers, and that skip pass has paid off well with the defense being so risen.
8 points for Dylan Grant. Rutgers down by 15. Durkin, another three, same result. That's absurd, and it's 50-32. As they are shooting the three at 56%, 9 of 16. Powers on the outside of the left, throw up far side right to Francis. Now for Powers. Powers for Zerno straight away. Throw it left for Powers. Fake the three into the corner. Grant shoots the three. Fouled, no, but he will get free throws, the first of the day for Rutgers when we return. 15:24 to play here in the second half. Minnesota having their way. It's 50-32 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Craving something bold, fresh, and totally unforgettable? Discover why Bubba Coos Burritos is New Jersey's go-to for Mexican fusion. With over 40 locations in the Garden State, you're never far from a burrito packed with flavor, crunch, and creativity. Whether you're building your own or grabbing a fan favorite, there's something for everyone. Burritos, tacos, bowls, quesadillas, we've got it all. Don't wait. Hit up BubbaCoos.com and taste the fusion today.
Sick of gray, gloomy winter hibernation? At Kohl's, you can make spring come early with colorful accents that brighten up your home, like vibrant cookware and decor, cozy bedding and towels. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save 15% on home purchases. So shop Kohl's Home Refresh and move on to spring. The weather will catch up eventually. Select styles. Offer ends March 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Well, Minnesota blistering from the outside. They lead Rutgers 50-32 with 15:24 to play here in the second half. Craving New Jersey's most legendary burrito, Bubba Coos Burritos has you covered with over 45 locations across the Garden State and endless ways to customize your Mexican fusion masterpiece. There's something for every craving. Order now at BubbaCoos.com. Take me inside that huddle, Austin Johnson. What do you think the message is right now?
Yeah, you got to stop what's working present and in real time on a defensive end. And for Minnesota, it was being able to limit in and around the basket, getting points in the paint in that first half when they initially went on a run. Well, coming out here in half number 2, it's been all conversions from deep. And as of late, Bobby Durkin has been a flamethrower. 75% of his attempts are from beyond the triple. He averages over 5 3-pointers per contest. Right now, he's at 3, and he's hit 2 in a row. So you could imagine that if they're going to try to continue to feed the hot hand, if you're Rutgers, you got to make shooters, drivers get up in his chest, make him put the ball on the floor, and then you got to get the ball in somebody else's hands.
And I want to repeat, Minnesota started 0 for 5. They are 18 for their last 20. You're not beating anybody.
Nope.
That's going to shoot 18 for 25 in a stretch like we've seen almost 5 minutes here in the second half and about the last 14 minutes of the first half.
That is true. And turn the water off is the thing that is mission critical to start to try to claw into this lead. Once you stabilize things defensively, Hopefully you can be disruptive enough where you can turn defense into offense, get out in transition. I think that's a first good step for Rutgers to try to start to claw this thing back.
Dylan Grant gets 3 free throws, 73% on the season. First of 3 up and is in. Looks like Darren Buchanan Jr. will sub in for Grant after the 3 free throws, assuming he makes the third one. If not, next whistle. Grant, second of 3 free throws. Good again. Puts him in double figures with 10, leading the Scarlet Knights. Now within 16 at 50-34. We've seen some crazy things in this building. You go back 3 years, the
Jamison battle.
15-4 run Minnesota had over the final minute 7, I believe it was.
That was nuts.
3 for 3 for Dylan Grant. Subs out with 11 points. Darren Buchanan Jr. back in. Now Rutgers will pressure full court. Reynolds to throw in. Gets it into Grove. Double team comes immediately. Into Osama in the backcourt. Again, double team. Swing it to Tyson. Just takes it across the timeline with a couple of seconds to spare, and Minnesota into their set. Osama guarded by Powers. Bounce pass to Reynolds. Reynolds to the right elbow. Throw it left, Osama for 3. Good God.
Look where all the defense is. The dribble, drive off the pick and roll, collapses everybody in the red. 3-point shooter is the only guy that's out beyond the arc.
19 for their last 26 field goals made. And they are 9 of 17 from 3. Move it left, Mark, corner 3. Good. Lino Mark has 2 threes today, 3 and 4 on the season, and it's 53-38 Minnesota.
That's been a much appreciated added layer to his game over the last 3. He's been knocking down a couple.
And here is Tyson, dribble drive, broke the pressure, missed the runner, marked the rebound. Looked like an easy 2, couldn't finish.
He short-armed that. Not enough pace in that attack.
Hilarious, that's the one they missed. Down low feed, Oboli, catches on Grove, turns, bangs shot, no. And the ball rebounded by Tyson.
Fading away right there. You got to go towards the basket to score in the paint.
53-38. Rutgers needs to string some stops together here. 14:04 to play in the second.
It starts with 1.
Osama on the far side. Foul line extended. Up top to Reynolds. Reynolds guarded by Buchanan. Give to Grove. Back to the basket. Turns and faces. Spinning around. Defended by Oboli. Throw a left for Osama. Shot clock at 4. Now Reynolds. 3 on the shot clock. Step back 3 is an air ball. Will be a shot clock violation. And Rutgers with possession. That looked very lazy by Minnesota, that set.
Stagnant, as though they anticipate that everything is going to just drop because they've had so much success lately. Those are the types of possessions that give the momentum back to the opposing team.
Rutgers with the ball down 53-38, 13:40 to play in the second half. Zerno between the circles. Throw it right for Mark. Back to Zerno. Left side Powers. Bounce pass left elbow Buchanan. Out for Powers. Open 3. In and out. Ball batted out. Zerno gets it. Buchanan, dribble drive, scoop pass is deflected out of bounds by Minnesota. Lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Yeah.
And Rutgers will throw in with 16 to shoot.
Yeah, definitely lucky to have the chance to get something going as Rutgers calls a timeout. Oh, Minnesota does.
Minnesota calls timeout. We will take one as well, as I think they just stretched it to a full timeout. 13:25 to play here in the second half. Minnesota 53, Rutgers 38 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Cancer is loud when it enters our lives. We built the Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center so cancer doesn't get the last word. The Jack and Cheryl Moore's Cancer Center, New Jersey's only freestanding cancer hospital. Built to silence cancer. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute, the state's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. rwjbh.org/Moore's Cancer Center.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey is a proud partner of Rutgers Athletics and wants you to live your healthiest life. Did you know that sleep is just as important as staying active? Not getting enough quality sleep raises the risk of many health issues. So after hitting the field or the gym, make sure you get your sleep as well. 13:25 to play here in the second half. Minnesota leading Rutgers 53-38. As leaders in disaster cleanup and restoration, the pros at ServPro are prepared for anything. If your home or business is ever damaged by fire, water, or an unexpected incident, trust the pros at ServPro to make like never happen. ServPro, cleaning, restoration, construction, independently owned and operated. Jerry Recco, Austin Johnson with you from Williams Arena here in Minnesota. Jared Wells, our engineer. Brendan Beavers back in the shop. And Rutgers will have the ball with 16 to shoot. A little bit of a missed opportunity. A couple of plays ago, Kate Powers teed up for a open three. The difference today has been Minnesota has made almost every open shot.
Yeah, sometimes games can be unforgiving. We talked about it off air just a moment ago that Hayden Powers deserved for that opportunity to drop just based off of how much pep was in the step of the Scarlet Knights on that possession. Basketball was flying around, multiple passes, looking for the advantage, but ultimately when the shot left their hands, it hit everything from a rim standpoint, but just refused to go in. Well, if they can come out with that same type of pace here, you would hope that the basketball gods would reward them.
Lino Mark to throw in on the baseline to the left of the basket. He's got Powers, Obole, Buchanan Jr., and Zerno on the floor. Shinholster has come in for Minnesota. Mark to throw in. Lobs it into Powers straight away. Backs it out between the circles. Now dribbles to his left. Throw it up top for Zerno. Back to Powers. Shot clock at 8. Now Zerno. Bounce pass to the foul line. Buchanan slipped the pass right through the hands of Obole out of bounds. And it's Minnesota ball. Good design, but you got to hold on to the basketball.
Yeah.
Minnesota ball, they lead 53-38, 13-12 to play here in the second half. Shinholster dribbles into Buchanan, but then gets it into the front court to Tyson, who gives it up to Reynolds out near midcourt. Now for Shinholster, up top Tyson, fumbled it, got it back. Give to Reynolds, find Tyson cutting to the basket, two-hand slam, and it's 55-38 Minnesota.
Comes down to a game of catches and makes and misses, and Minnesota is just finding ways to continue to convert at a high clip.
Powers straight away, bounce past Buchanan, pass deflected and taken away by Tyson. The back-to-back turnovers by Rutgers.
So packed in, you got to be so sure with each of your deliveries. Minnesota's been active.
I could not imagine being a basketball or a coach of any sport, I suppose, because everything Rutgers has not done well today is exactly what was talked about in practice.
Yep.
And it's got to be horribly frustrating. Shinholster for threes and air ball. And Mark comes up with a loose ball. Running the floor, head up, pass it left to Buchanan Jr. And he is going to be fouled by Shinholster. That'll be the third team foul on Minnesota. Dylan Grant will come back into the game, as will Tariq Francis. They need Francis to come in and beat Tariq Francis now.
And back to your point, I mean, there's a reason why these coaches are in these positions. Basketball styles and results are cyclical. Like, you're not reinventing new things. And film tells the story, and the teachers are the coaches. They're going to prepare you. It's just up to the players to go out and be able to apply what they learned coming into the contest.
55-38 Minnesota. JaMychal Davis in the game with Francis, Mark, Grant, and Obole. Mark, throw it right for Davis. Davis up top to Mark. Throw it left now, Francis. Back to Mark straight away. Lino dribble, drive, takes it to the baseline, nothing doing. Swing it to Obole underneath, bank shot good, and it's 55-40 with 11:46 to play in the second half.
Nice job by Obole focusing on the catch and then going up to explode for the conversion.
That is his first bucket of the game. Shinholster, top of the key, sling it left for Tyson. Now Reynolds right side. Reynolds holding. No look pass out of bounds. Tyson cut left. He thought he was going towards the hoop, and we get a timeout. Rutgers ball after the break. 11:26 to play here in the second. 55-40 Minnesota on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Since 1934, Miller's Rentals has been the featured name in the event rental industry, headlining special events, parties, graduations, weddings, religious milestones, New York City red carpet premieres, and university events. Miller's is proud to be the strategic partner for Rutgers Athletics. Miller's has the rental supplies for every occasion and special event. Tents, stages, chairs, tables, linens, and much, much more. A community icon for over 85 years. The Miller's Rentals family gives back to the community that has helped them gain that status. So support the company that supports RU. Go Miller's! And go RU.
Ed Nugent and his team at Red Door Real Estate know how to execute a winning game plan. In real estate, timing, trust, and experience make all the difference. For over 40 years, Ed Nugent has helped buyers and sellers across New Jersey win with smart strategy and real results. More and more people turn to Ed Nugent and Red Door Real Estate to get it done. Call 732-266-7311 or visit GoRedDoor.com. Red Door Real Estate, proud partner of Rutgers Athletics. Go Rutgers and go Red Door. Fans, show your support of Rutgers student athletes by helping maximize their name, image, and likeness opportunities. For more information on how your business can join forces, please email Scarlet Assets Management Company, Samco, at info@samco.llc. That's info@samco.llc. Our student athletes thank you.
SHI helps companies select, deploy, and manage technology solutions that solve what's next. Find out how by visiting SHI.com. 11:26 to play here in the second half. Minnesota leading Rutgers by the score of 55-40. This season, when Rutgers basketball wins at home, you win a free medium-priced McDonald's available the next day when you spend $2 or more on the app. So get ready, because every time Rutgers earns a victory, so do you. Offer valid for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Excludes tax, plus opt into rewards. Alongside Austin Johnson and Jerry Recco, when we talk about home games, only 2 left for Rutgers. They play Washington Tuesday night, and they will close things out against Penn State. But road games still left at Michigan State, at Maryland, of course, this game. So 4 of 6 down the stretch on the road. Not an easy finish.
Not at all. And you see what Minnesota's doing right now, protecting home court. I know it doesn't need to be said, but just how important it is of taking advantage of the advantages that you do have. And familiarity is what we're seeing with the Gophers, and you see it in numbers. 57% field goal, some good home cooking right there.
Yeah, I mean, usually basketball is a game of runs. It is unusual for a game to go, for a team to be red hot running. This would be a 35-minute stint, because the first 5 minutes are pretty sluggish. So at some point, if you're Rutgers, hang around and hope at some point that not everything goes in for Minnesota on the other end.
Yeah, it would help if they were finding ways to plug away with either points in the paint. Hasn't really been a strong suit for RU. Neither has the ability to get to the free throw line, as there just hasn't been a lot of fouls here in this contest.
Chris Woolley has come in for Oboli. Mark has it. Throw it up top to Davis. Jamichael right side, Francis. Back to Jamichael. Davis steps back, 15 to shoot. Right side throw, Francis. Fake the pass, bounce pass inside Oboli, goes right at the defense through a double team, off balance shot, short ball rebounded by Grove. 55-40 Minnesota, 11 minutes to play here in the second half. Well, if Rutgers could just find their way to get this thing inside 10, it would feel like a different game. Grove back to the basket, throw it to the left side. Now it's Tyson, low right block, one-on-one with Woolley. Turns, ducks into him. Great defense up and down by Woolley. Jump hook, though, is good. And it's 57-40. Even when you defend well, he puts it in. Tyson now with 15. 17-point deficit. Jamichael Davis straight away. Pass it right, Francis. Francis on the wing, open for 3, shoots and hits. And it's 57-43 as Tariq Francis is now in double figures with 11.
Good jab step to free up the look.
Minnesota being trapped in the backcourt, but they do a nice job of taking it into the front court. Shinholster drives, cut off by Davis. Bounce pass to Grove in the near corner. Throw it up for Reynolds. 15 to shoot. Reynolds fouled by Woolley on the outside. Second team foul on Rutgers here in the second half. First on Chris, and it'll be a side out for Minnesota on the baseline as you get the substitution with Osama coming back in for Reynolds. Minnesota to throw in to the left of the basket. Lob it in to Grove, being held by Francis. Now right corner, Tyson, a three. Again. He's got 18. And it is a 17-point lead again, 60-43. I mean, Tyson has been unbelievable today. Here's Davis on the left side. Give to Grant straight away. Back to Davis. Davis to Francis. Move it right for Mark. Dribble, drive, lost it. It goes right to Woolley. Bank shot is missed badly. And the ball rebounded by Minnesota. Did everything, got free, didn't finish. Tyson straight away into the right corner. Shinholster. Back to Tyson. Move it left for Osama. Now it's Grove. Grove for Durkin. Durkin defended by Grant. Shot clock at 12. Osama dribble drive. Drives it off his foot. Fouled behind, though, by Davis. The ball goes out of bounds. But it will be Minnesota ball as Davis picks up the personal. Third team foul on Rutgers here in the second half as Oboli comes back in, replacing Woolley. I think Rutgers was looking for a little bit of a spark there with Woolley.
Yeah, he came in aggressive, right idea, just not the execution. You got to make the shots drop. He's trying to be effective attacking his own.
Durkin for three. Gosh, it's just a clinic. As he knocks it down, it's now a 20-point lead for Minnesota. This three-point shooting is absurd. They are 12 of 21 after missing their first couple, so 12 for their last 19. Durkin now with 12. 8:50 to go. Francis straight away. Pass it right for Grant. Back to Francis. Left side, Mark. Dribble drive. Attacks the defense. Lays it up and in. Nice move from Lino Mark. And Mark is in double figures with 10. And it's 63-45. But Rutgers needs to get stops, and they haven't been able to do it.
Explosive first step.
His upside is so incredible.
Yeah, this is going to be crucial for to recruit for a guy to try to get back for years 2 and 3.
Tyson for three. Oh, he missed one. And the ball rebounded by Mark. Mark straight up the floor. Looking to attack. Dribble drive. The shot. No good, but fouled. And so Lino Mark will go to the line and shoot 2. Unless they're going to call this on the floor. Though I can't imagine. No, he will get 2 free throws. Shinholster picked up the foul. Lino Mark to the free throw line. Mark 10 points, had 12 points at Penn State, just one off his season and career high. Lino on the season, 83% from the line. We'll get 2 here. Well, this poor guy has butchered our names, huh? Ogbol, Lino.
Called him Lino Mark.
There's 2 free throws. First one is up. First one is in. Makes it 63-46. Grant out. Bottle back in. Rutgers looking for some three-point shooting from somebody. And they're going to need it. Reynolds back in for Durkin, who sits down with his 12 points. 8:13 to go in the second half. Rutgers needs a run in the worst way. Second free throw for Mark is no good. Came up short. 63-46 Minnesota. 8:10 to go here in the second. Rutgers pressing in the backcourt. Awesome able to dribble right through it, though, and take it across the timeline. Throw it left for Reynolds. Reynolds, 15 points. Move it left for Tyson. Another 3 and another made 3. Holy cow. He's got 21 points. And the lead just continues to grow. 66-46. Fifth made 3 for Tyson. Here is Davis up top to Francis. Throw it left for Mark. Now for Francis. Fake the 3 into a runner in the lane. Good. 66-48. Steve Peichel calls timeout. But Rutgers down a bunch with 7:34 to go. And we'll take a timeout as well. We will stretch it to a full timeout. 7:34 left here in the second. 66-48 Minnesota on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in. Like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors that get the job done right. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Visit KubotaRutgersUniversity.com or see Marshall Machinery in Belvedere and Millstone.
Made in Kentucky, built in New Jersey. Every purchase of Eric LeGrand's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey directly supports people living with paralysis. Eric LeGrand Bourbon is made with choice Heartland-grown corn, limestone purified water, and the freshest rye and barley available. When you pick up a bottle of Eric LeGrand Bourbon, a donation is made to the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, so you enjoy the finest bourbon around, and you also lend a helping hand. Grab a bottle of Eric LeGrand Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey today, and cheers to a cause. Go RU! Please enjoy responsibly. Produced by LeGrand Spirits, distilled in Owensboro, Kentucky, bottled in Bardstown, Kentucky. 88 proof by volume.
A Jersey Mike's sub bowl is any sub, hot or cold, without the bread. They're great to enjoy in all kinds of places.
So you can have a Club Supreme Bowl on a road trip?
Yup.
Or a turkey provolone sub bowl at the airport?
Sure can.
Or a Mike's Famous Philly Bowl when you're supposed to be walking down the aisle at your 500-person wedding.
Is now the right time for that?
I'm hungry.
Shouldn't you get married first?
I said
I'm hungry. All right. Your favorite sub in a bowl for any time, anywhere. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Easy Pass, change is good. Easy Pass is better. It's easy with Easy Pass. Visit EasyPassNJ.com. 7:34 to play here in the second half. It is 66-48 in favor of Minnesota. Did you know that WM and Rutgers are teaming up to make Jersey Mike's Arena more sustainable? From recycling education to materials management, WM is driving sustainability. If your business is interested in adopting sustainable practices, please visit WM.com for more information. Brought to you by WM, the official sustainability partner of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside Austin Johnson and Jerry Recco. And pretty simple. Rutgers just unable to stop this Minnesota offense.
Yeah, everything is dropping right now from triple 13 of 23, which is unheard of and above what they typically average. So a lot of home cooking for the Gophers. And when you have that added dimension, then that opens up the entire floor for you to be impactful. Mix in 20 additional paint points, then that is a healthy balance of how you can attack this Scarlet Knights defense each and every time down the court.
Again, Rutgers picking up full court. Reynolds to throw in. Rutgers needs to get some stops and turnovers. Throw it into Shinholster. Guarded by Davis. Trying to run it up the floor. Does cross midcourt. Hand it off to Osama. Now Shinholster for Reynolds straight away. Defended by Mark. Fire right for Tyson. Battle out right up on him. Doesn't shoot the three. Now Reynolds has it again, 8 to shoot. Reynolds backing it out with 5 to shoot. Give it to Grove, 4 to shoot for Tyson off a curl, a 3 short, and the ball rebounded by Mark. Lino running the floor, 3 on 4, finds Davis into the corner, Batalao. Couple of dribbles on the wing, picks up his dribble, throw it up top to Mark. Big hop step in the lane, up off the glass, good, and a foul is called. Lino Mark, now with 13 points, ties his season and career high, and Rutgers now within 16 at 66-50, and Mark has a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, he's leading the charge offensively, going one-on-one, but effectively one-on-5 because of this zone defensive look. He understands how to use that blazing speed to his advantage to grab the angle, and then what he's been doing so much better in the second portion of his freshman season is finishing around the basket.
So Lino to the free throw line, went 1 for 2 just a short time ago. Free throw here, no. And the ball is rebounded by Grove. Time starting to become a factor. 6:46 to go in the second. Rutgers down by a lot, 66-50. Reynolds top of the key, right of the lane, picked up by Oboli. Throw the pass down low to Grove, goes high to get it up top. Tyson, wide open 3, good again. His 6th made 3 gives him 24 points, and it's a 19-point Minnesota lead, 69-50. The guy's been a sharpshooter today. Here is Francis, another right corner Mark, back to Francis, throw it left Davis. Davis down low, Oboli, catches, jump hook good, 69-52, 6:10 to go. Reynolds dribbles the ball up the floor. Again, Rutgers has got to find a way to get some stops. Tyson swatted away from behind by Francis, nothing called. Gives the ball up to Reynolds. Reynolds to Grove, throw it right, Tyson. Oh, Reynolds walked. Give and go to Tyson. Runner no, but a foul called. It's interesting because there was a clear walk there, but there's been a couple, I thought, clear walks on Rutgers. The officials just haven't called them.
Yeah, they've been letting them play on. That time, because of the three-point pressure that Tyson has put on Rutgers, the gravity of him when he catches, guys are a little bit over-leveraged, and he uses that to his advantage there for a give-and-go look.
First free throw is no good, 82%, and he actually misses that. He's got 24 points. The foul was on Francis' second. Tyson not only has 24 points, he got 8 rebounds. Transfer from North Carolina, second free throw, missed another one, and Oboli outjumps everybody for the rebound, so Rutgers got away with one there. 69-52, they trail with 5:42 to go here in the second half. Davis between the circles. Throw it left for Francis, back to Davis. Now Bottlehouse straight away. Throw it left, Francis. Now Bottlehouse has it with 9 to shoot. Now Francis with it. Got to do something here. Pass it right for Mark. He will drive, turn, spin, get inside. Shot, no. Ball batted around. Oboli had it, lost it. Durkin comes away with the rebound for Minnesota. Now Reynolds being bumped up the floor by Davis. Nothing called. Gets into the front court. Down to 5:10 to go. 69-52 Minnesota. Osama has it on the far side. And now we get a whistle away from the ball. And there's a foul called on Tariq Francis' third. That was 30 feet away from where the ball was. So must have had some sort of a hold. He will sub out. Zerno and Powers back in. 5:04 to go in the second. 69-52 Minnesota. Tyson to throw in. He is the man of the hour. 24 points and 8 rebounds. Reynolds has it on the far side. Foul line extended. Throw it cross court. Durkin into the corner. Tyson another 3. Oh, why not? Holy smokes. Tyson is a one-man show today. He's hit 7 threes, 27 points, and it's 72-52. Lino Mark up top to Zerno. Zerno for Mark. Dribble drive. Slip past the Powers in the corner. Doesn't shoot the 3. Kick out Davis. Davis on the wing. Pull up 2. Nope. Ball rebounded by Reynolds. 4:26 to go in the second half. Minnesota with a big fat 20-point lead. If I'm Minnesota, I just go run the ball over to Tyson and say shoot. In no hurry here to do anything with time on their side. 4:12 to go. Reynolds to his right. Drives on Zerno. Gets a step, lays it up and in. Largest lead of the game now with 4 minutes to go of 22. It's 74-52 Minnesota.
Smart putting Tyson in that corner, meaning you can't help off with him, allowing the dribble lane for Reynolds.
Reynolds has 17. Zerno gives to Mark. Throw it up top for Davis. Davis for Zerno. And a holding foul on Grove underneath. We get a timeout. 3:49 to play here in the second half. Minnesota 74, Rutgers 52 on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Hey Scarlet Knights fans, Rutgers Health is rewriting the playbook on health. By taking an integrative approach to educating future health pros, delivering top care, and leading the charge in medical research, we're turning discoveries into life-changing health solutions for all. With 8 schools and top-notch centers just outside New York City, we're here to keep you and your loved ones strong. Together, we are breathing new life into health.
Gray, gloomy winter hibernation? At Kohl's, you can make spring come early with colorful accents that brighten up your home, like vibrant cookware and decor, cozy bedding and towels. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save 15% on home purchases. So shop Kohl's Home Refresh and move on to spring. The weather will catch up eventually. Select styles. Offer ends March 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Brace yourselves, Rutgers fans, for a season of thrilling hoops and delicious victories. With every home win, you'll receive a free medium McDonald's French fries available the next day when you spend $2 or more in the app. It's time to show your Rutgers pride and root for your favorite team, because every time the Scarlet Knights bring home a victory, you bring home the fries. Offer valid for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Jersey Mike's is a proud partner of Rutgers Athletics. Jersey Mike's is up above. 3:49 to play in the second half. Minnesota in control. They lead 74-52. Ready to find your dream jackpot? Jersey Cash 5 from New Jersey Lottery has more Jersey jackpot winners than any other lottery game, including 15 wins over $1 million in the last year. You could be next. Total jackpot winners based on drawings of the 12 months ending in June 2025. All right, down the stretch here, 3:49 to go. I mean, the game's never over till it's over, but what are you looking to get out of this last 3:49 if you're Rutgers?
Changing, at least disrupting the flow of Minnesota. You have just been unable to stop what's been working with Tyson because of his ability to convert from deep, now 7 of 9. So you limit that, and you find a way to establish a groove from beyond the triple. I mean, those are just teachable moments that you can just find ways to at least extract some value that you're hoping to be able to carry over now into the next contest. So they've just been shooting otherworldly over the last couple of minutes. And if it isn't Tyson, it's been Reynolds finding ways to impact it with now his dribble drive. So cutting those two off would be the focus point of me in that timeout situation. Let's see if Rutgers can come out ATO and try to impact some change.
Lino Mark to throw in on the baseline to the right of the basket. Rutgers down by 22. Mark lobs it into Zerno out high. Throw it right for Powers. Powers middle of the floor. Look right for Grant. Grant up top to Zerno. And he throws it out of bounds. Minnesota ball with 3:38 to play here in the second. Premio sausage made from butcher quality meats with an authentic Italian taste. All natural, no preservatives. Premio sausage, the way sausage should be. Full court pressure now by Rutgers. That was just their, really amazing. They've taken care of the basketball. It's just their 7th turnover, but clearly not exactly a stat of significance today when Minnesota can't miss shooting. Reynolds on the far side. Throw it up top to Grove. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds for Osama. Now Grove has it. Shot clock at 4. Reynolds on the baseline. The reverse. Switched hands. No, but there's Grove to clean up the mess. And it's 76-52 Minnesota with 3 minutes to go in the second half. Lino Mark. Now for Grant. Up top Zerno. Zerno fire right for Powers. Lob it down low. Grant catches, lays it up and in. And Rutgers will call timeout. 76-54. Dylan Grant with 13 points.
Good pass. He threw him open right there and towards the basket, which allowed for him to catch in the flow and just go up into his layup opportunity.
So big game so far today for Minnesota, looking to close this thing out, leading 76-54. Cannot stress enough about how well their offense is executed. I know Steve Michael's going to be furious defensively with his team. If you look glass half full, I think you would look to the play of Lino Mark the last couple of days. And the play of Dylan Grant seems to be getting better and better.
Yeah, definitely nice to have him healthy late in the year when there's some achievable goals still here. Put yourself in the best possible position, hopefully in and around the tournament, to take care of business. Some of the other remaining games on the schedule, you need your best players healthy and playing, better basketball than they have as of late. So Dylan Grant has been a positive, and Lino Mark is just showcasing why he was so highly touted out of high school, coming from the West Coast. That explosive first step has been unguardable. And I think that you can see the potential of how he can be a multi-level scorer if he gets more reps and confidence in the gym from deep. unguardable if you can find ways to convert from beyond the triple, but also beat your guy in dribble drive situations with a nice handle.
Rutgers will set up the pressure. Darren Buchanan Jr. back in the game. Dennis Bottleau has come in. Powers, Grant, and Mark remain on the floor. Durkin to throw in, can run the baseline after the made basket. Gets it into Tyson in the corner. Slip pass back to Durkin. And then throw it ahead to Reynolds. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Reynolds, instead very smartly peels it to the outside. Finds Tyson. He will drive and put up the bank shot. Missed it. Tippin doesn't go either. And the ball rebounded by Powers. Powers, cross-court Bottleau. Left side three. Nope. And the ball rebounded by Tyson. And why not? That gives him the double-double. 27 points and 10 rebounds. How about the fact that he's got 27 and 10. Grove has 8 rebounds. Reynolds, Reynolds 17 points and 9 assists. He's an assist shy of a double-double. As we're down to 2 minutes to go here in the second half. Reynolds with the basketball, dribbles well off his foot. Lino Mark picks it up, 2-on-1 with Powers. Feed Powers, big hop step in the lane, and the reverse is missed. Offensive rebound, Grant, who's clobbered on the way back up. And Grant will go to the line and shoot 2.
Nice job, good catch, hit ahead by Mark to Powers, and that elongated Euro step, which he does so well, slowing down his momentum and getting to the opposite side of the lane, but just wasn't able to get the English to get it to go. And Dylan Grant not giving up on the play and creating a second chance out.
13 points, 5 rebounds for Grant. First free throw is good. Rattles it in, 76-55, with 1:55 to go here in the second half. Gives him 14 points. There comes the second free throw. Puts it up and in. 76-56, 15 and 5 for Grant. Again, the pressure. Reynolds looking to get it in. Gets it into Durkin. And they move the ball back to Reynolds. Now Durkin in the front court. Hands it off to Reynolds, who has no trouble just hanging out and taking time off the clock. Dylan Grant goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Here is Reynolds, top of the key, picked up by Bottleau on a switch, and now a foul on Grant for pushing Tyson. That'll be the 6th team foul on Rutgers. So a side out from Minnesota with 1:32 to go. Impressed by the crowd not leaving in a 20-point lead with a minute and a half to go. Inbound the ball to Grove, throw it right Reynolds. Reynolds for Durkin, over the shoulder, Grove gets inside, lays it in, 78-56. 22-point lead for Minnesota. Down to 1:20 to go. Lino Mark, dribble drive, kick out for Buchanan Jr. Gets in the lane, leans into the defender, lay up shot good. And it's 78-58 with 1:06 to go. See if we get the timeout from Minnesota to get a couple of subs in that don't usually play all that much. Down to 54 seconds to go. Reynolds leaning into Buchanan Jr. Here is Reynolds turning and spinning, ducking in, shot good. And there's the timeout by Minnesota, leading 80-58. And this is essentially to get the subs in Nehemiah Turner, R.J. Spencer, and Maximus Gizzy or Jizzy.
Always a job well done by the starting 5 to come out. Crowd lets them hear it, and you get the guys who have helped prepare you for this moment. Couple of seconds.
Heck of a day for Tyson, who was just unbelievable today for what he did. 10 of 18 shooting, 7 of 9 from 3, 10 rebounds, 27 points. Very impressive. Down to 30 seconds to go. Powers a contested 3. No. Ball rebounded by Bottleau. 1 dribble. Mark in the corner, a 3. Yeah. 3 made 3s for Lino Mark today, and there's his career high with 16. Unfortunately, it's not going to come in a winning effort, though, as the shot clock is off down to 20 seconds, and Minnesota can just dribble this thing out. Crowd on its feet here at Williams Arena. Final seconds tick off the clock, and your final score today, Minnesota 80, Rutgers 61. This is one, Austin, that is going to be bothersome to Steve Peichel and this team because they felt like they had started to right the ship a little bit and really were looking to come in here, get a win, and unfortunately it doesn't go their way.
Yeah, a lot of defensive issues that'll be a main focal point of just the inability of knowing what the scout was for Tyson and for other players and just not being able to be effective of getting him out of his comfort zone.
Now we'll take a timeout. Post-game show next. 80-61 the final on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Did you ever hear the story of the kids, the football game in the living room, and the 40-gallon fish tank? Well, the pros from ServPro did, but it's no surprise you didn't. Because when it comes to water damage, the cleanup specialists at ServPro know how to make like it never even happened happen. So if unexpected damage ever strikes your home or business, give them a call at 1-800-ServPro. ServPro, cleaning, restoration, construction, independently owned and operated.
New Jersey, we got a lot of wow to go around all year round. Loop-de-loop wows. Face-to-face with a hippo wows. Catch of the day wows. And catching a wave wows. It's one wow after another here, any time of year. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lot of wow.
Rutgers Business School's highly ranked MBA and specialty master's programs are always innovating to provide relevant knowledge and skills to lead in a technology-driven world. With close proximity to New York and strong corporate partnerships, you're connected to the world's top companies. Take advantage of Rutgers Business School's proven return on investment and find out what you're capable of. Leadership awaits. Find out more about the #1 public business school in the Northeast. Visit business.rutgers.edu.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. Save on personalized comfort during Sleep Number's President's Day sale. Their best deals are on now. Limited time only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com. This is the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus, free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Ed Nugent and his team at Red Door Real Estate know how to execute a winning game plan. In real estate, timing, trust, and experience make all the difference. For over 40 years, Ed Nugent has helped buyers and sellers across New Jersey win with smart strategy and real results. More and more people turn to Ed Nugent and Red Door Real Estate to get it done. Call 732-266-7311 or visit GoRedDoor.com. Red Door Real Estate, proud partner of Rutgers Athletics. Go Rutgers and go Red Door. Fans, show your support of Rutgers student athletes by helping maximize their name, image, and likeness opportunities. For more information on how your business can join forces, please email Scarlet Assets Management Company, Samco, at info@samco.llc. That's info@samco.llc. Our student athletes thank you.
Game is over, but our coverage continues on the RWJ Barnabas Health Rutgers Sports Network. This is the Rutgers Basketball Postgame Show. Coming up, a full recap of today's game, including stats, highlights, and our player of the game. Today's Postgame Show is also sponsored by RWJ Barnabas Health, the official healthcare provider of Rutgers Athletics and New Jersey's most comprehensive academic health system. To learn more, visit rwjbh.org. Let's be healthy together. The Rutgers Basketball Postgame Show begins now.
80-61. Minnesota beats Rutgers this afternoon here at Williams Arena. Jerry Recco, Austin Johnson with you. The New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism invites you to be wowed year-round in New Jersey. From fall's best craft beers to winter ski escapes, spring festivals to summer fun at the famous Jersey Shore. It's wow, one wow after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. We'll hear from Steve Peichel coming up in just a couple of moments. This was a very un-Steve Peichel type of game where, and it's the first thing I'll ask him, or he just mentioned, I suppose, that everything that he talked about that they tried to get through to this team did not come to fruition today, and Minnesota did everything that they were trying to prevent them from doing. It's got to be horribly frustrating for him. Some of the numbers really are staggering when you look at Minnesota shooting 60% from the field, 58% from three. You look at what Kay Thompson did today. It was a one-man show, essentially. The rebounding number wasn't great. The zone defense gave them trouble. All in all, just a really good performance by Minnesota, and I know Rutgers is going to be very disgusted with this one.
Yeah, for sure. It was